Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. The 20th annual Kids Night on Broadway will take place on Tuesday evening, February 9th, 2016. This year's Kids Night on Broadway ambassadors are Tony Award winner Kelli O'Hara, currently starring in The King and I, and Oscar winner Marlee Matlin, who is starring on Broadway in Spring Awakening. I caught up with them and some of Broadway's youngest performers here at Southern Hospitality.
I'm here. I have two little kids, a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. They've been coming to theater since, well, in utero. I was on the stage. You know, for them, I just want them to be exposed to art, and I want to see how it can change their lives and how they can learn to communicate through it, like little Ian, amazing. You know, how it changes them and how you learn to see what they're really feeling and their full potential. So I'm supporting this for them and for all of the kids that can come. They can come for free with a full paying adult. The night is going to be February 9th. It's very exciting. Times Square and hopefully up at Lincoln Center too, where it's going to be filled with kids excited to do this new thing, or maybe something they've done many times before but will enjoy it just as much. Tickets go on sale November 3rd. I just really think that this is a wonderful way to make sure that theater stays alive in our country, in our world, because we have to get the next generation all pumped up about it, because not everybody is going to be some kid like me who just imagined it. Most people are going to need to see it and need to experience it and then go for it, whether it's to enjoy it or be a part of it on the stage or just be in the audience or backstage. It enhances lives.
I remember taking my youngest just recently to see her first Broadway show, and it was Wicked, and it was at the Pantages Theater, the touring company. And watching her eyes light up when the curtain went up, I remembered my first experience when I was a kid on stage. And it was really nice to be able to pass along that baton of being able to participate in Broadway shows. Her eyes just lit up, and it was one of the best nights that I can remember being with her, taking mom and daughter and having that experience together. And talking about Wicked, I'm thinking about here as my first performance. My first show was Chorus Line, and I was the one who signed What I Did for Love in American Sign Language. Don't ask me to do it here tonight. I remember, anyway. So I think that's a big thing in terms of my life growing up. Theater was a big part, and it helped me to allow me to follow my dreams and to stand here today and make my Broadway debut. So now I'm here to celebrate the 20th year of Kids Night on Broadway, and I think it's exciting for that, for kids, and it continues to be a great way to educate and to excite children about Broadway, preteens and teens, about the importance of Broadway. And now, Times Square eateries are going to be providing special nights for kids on Broadway, and ticket holders can get a free meal, not only in New York City, but it will be on a national scale, and those shows on tours throughout the U.S. will be holding their own Kids Night on Broadway, celebrating throughout the year, and I think that's awesome.
I'm Lynn. I'm Adriana. I'm Jim. I'm Maya. I'm Ethan.
This is your extended family.
No, it's some of them. I love these kids so much. I spend almost as much time with these kids as I do with my own, so they're very special to me.
How exciting is this being the ambassador this year with Marlee?
You know, it's so exciting. I mean, I think it's just at the right timing. You know, I have these kids at home, and they love theater, and I love that we have kids coming to our show. You know, we're a family show, The King and I, and it's so important, and I'm absolutely going to try to push it as much as I can. Got to get kids in here, see these shows.
You were talking about growing up. There were no theater outlets for you growing up, were there?
Well, I don't want to, you know, we had the Red Carpet Community Theater. They did Annie when I was a kid. It's about, 25-seat house. And I actually loved it, but that was it. That was literally it. And I had this vision of theater, and I had to dream about it. I couldn't actually have a tangible side of it. And so I think when kids have that, their dreams begin and they start to grow, you know?
And just the importance. This is the 20th year of Kids Night on Broadway.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it's been around for this long and they will continue continue to be. Like I said, we have to keep the next generation interested. We have to keep theater alive, and we'll do that by bringing kids in, making them love it, making them feel things through it and change and have adventures. And it's live. It's not a television set. It's not a film, which are all wonderful things, but there's an interaction with live theater, and I think that's even more special.
And of course, you've done Kids Night on Broadway before, but I'm sure some of the kids have come to some of your shows. What are the audiences like when they come?
You know, it's just as much a benefit for us. I mean, the energy when the kids come and they scream and they can't stand their emotions and they come out of their seats, and we're laughing on stage and enjoying it, and in a good way. You know, just really having the energy of that, knowing that we're kind of touching people, kids in these emotional ways. It's really, really fun and fulfilling.
And just tell me what it means working with her and working on Broadway in The King and I.
It's amazing. It's fun. It's like amazing, and I can't stand how fun it is and all the wonderful stuff that's been going on next year.
It's so much fun, especially to work with Kelli. It's like a dream.
It's inspiring to work with these amazing actors and actresses.
Well, you are all amazing. I've seen your show twice. I've seen 2 kings. I got to come back and see another king, all righty?
It's really absolutely an honor for me, because I didn't even expect that they would be asking me to do something like this. This invitation was right out of the blue to be a spokesperson for Broadway. It wasn't, Broadway was a part of my life before I came to do Spring Awakening, and now it is suddenly part of everything that I do, and I think it's just a great honor to be part of this Broadway family. I'm really thrilled. You know, especially being a mom, and now we're talking about Kids Night on Broadway and seeing all the kids that are here today. I'm so excited for them, because they're doing what they love, and I did what I loved in theater, so we're all here together.
And they are our audience of tomorrow and today, aren't they?
They absolutely are, and they are our leaders for tomorrow as well. And we're talking about Broadway. What better place than, you could talk about television and film all day, but I think Broadway is exciting. And I'm really excited for them, because they get, in terms of Broadway gives kids the opportunity to imagine, to dream, and that just leads you to better adults. I think it's great. It's a treat for them, because I know what it was like. I had those experiences growing up as well, standing on a stage performing for families and friends and teachers. It's a great experience.
And just being here on Broadway, what it means to you.
For me, it means the world. The fact that I've now been on Broadway, and I could say I've been on Broadway, and it's just the wildest dream come true. It really is. Looking forward to many more performances and working continuously on this show with Spring Awakening. The cast, whom I adore, I really do.
Taya Conforti. My name is Mimi Ryder. Alexandra Blachos. Riley McDonald.
You're the newest Matildas. How exciting is this?
So much fun. It's like a full-time job. It's like you going to work every single day, but except it's much more fun.
It's the coolest job, right?
Yeah, it's so cool. So much fun. Especially when I could do it with my sister. So my sister's in the show too, and it's really fun. I think the best part is that we all share the roles, so we all do it differently, and then we all have what our director says, our own Matilda. I just think it's so much fun being able to perform with all your friends, and then it's just so much fun being able to sing and dance with them and hang out with them, and it's become sisters. Yeah, and we're so close now. They're all really nice people.
And just being on Broadway, is that the coolest thing at your age?
At such a young age. And people think that you're supposed to be on Broadway and you're 22. That's what I was thinking of. 32. It's fun doing what you love with the people you love.
And I love this. And Kids Night on Broadway must be the coolest thing. You have a whole audience full of kids.
Totally.
That are going to want to do the same thing you do, right?
Yeah. And it will be good. Just because there will be a lot more kids, and then it will be a lot more kid-friendly. More kid shows.
I love that.
I think it's amazing how many kids are in this show, and some of them, it's their Broadway debut. It's amazing getting such a lead role on your Broadway debut, because it's just really cool. Yeah. It's some people don't think that they're ever going to like achieve a goal as like special as this, but like don't like ever stop and like don't give up and stuff, and then really special things will think like this.
All terrific. It was so nice to meet you. I got to come back 4 more times now to see you 4.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Jackman.
Hi, I'm Julian Silva. Hi, I'm Jahi Winston.
Hi, I'm Grace Capeless.
You're in The Lion King. How
It's awesome.
is it? I mean, to be on Broadway and to be in The Lion King?
Yes, it's amazing. It's awesome. It's every little kid's dream to be on The Lion King.
It's just amazing. It's so fun and such a loving environment there, and they're so accepting, and it's just such a great experience to be in The Lion King on Broadway. It's a big deal. I mean, this is like my dream role, like ever.
Yeah, it's like these two said, amazing. Just to be here right now in this time of our lives is just amazing. So I love it.
Like they all said, it's crazy cool to perform in front of different people every night and give an amazing story to all different people every night. So that's crazy cool.
You're all so young. You're making your are you all making a Broadway debut in the show?
Yes. Yes. Wait, no. I've been in the show for a year now.
But it was still your debut though when you went into Lion King, right? All right. Debut for you too?
Yes.
All right, and Kids Night on Broadway. You have kids all the time at your show, but you're going to have a whole theater that night full of kids. How cool is it, like the audience of tomorrow?
It's awesome because I like to inspire kids that are my age to do what they love to do, and don't be afraid to do what they want to do, and don't let anybody bring them down or anything. So yeah.
Love it.
Same thing. I love to inspire people like you, but I also love to see their faces and just like, wow, it's amazing, and want to come to more shows and keep going on Broadway, and maybe one day make a Broadway debut one day. Maybe if that's their talent, maybe they can get there. It's great.
I think it's great that there are so many kids there, because in an environment where there's like a lot of grown-ups and stuff, we have each other, but there's not a really big environment of kids. So it's just great to see all these kids who really want to do what we do and to inspire them. Yeah.
Well, like they said, it's amazing that all these kids come, and like to see their faces every night and to know that they're having fun and they're excited about it is just amazing.
You're all terrific. Congratulations. Those are the coolest shirts too. You're working for Disney.
Mine is blown actually right now.